been thinking about the shadow self. What exactly is that? Well, Carl Jung talks about this in his books. He alludes to this idea, well, not alludes, but he outrightly tells us that the shadow side is the opposite of our ego. It is the opposite of the persona that we present to the world. So you have this persona, this ego that you think you are. It's your sense of self, but there lies this deeper image, this deeper personality, this deeper way of your unconscious functioning that is called the shadow. Is the dark depths of who you are. And it's not necessarily evil itself, but it's the opposite of your ego. And that is a very uncomfortable thing to accept, but it's the very thing that needs to be understood and recognized to really understand who you are on a totality level, where you fully gain the greater understanding of your sense of self, the whole of you as a person. And the way we unlock that, the way we integrate our shadow, is by recognizing all of the things that we don't want to recognize. The uncomfortable things that trigger us, that make us feel uncomfortable. Those are the things that you have to lean into. It's not all about being good. It's not all about having this image of perfection. No, true understanding of your sense of self and your psychology lies in the dark and unknown that you don't want to delve into. It is exploring those territories that really make you cringe. But it's the question of why. Why does it make you cringe? That is the very interesting thing. And when you can get over that uncomfortability, it's like working out. You don't want to work out, but at the end of the day, you know that's the very thing that is going to allow you to have a greater sense of health and well-being. Same thing with the shadow. When you go down into the unknown, to these territories, these depths of your psychology that you don't want to delve into, it's uncomfortable. But it's just like working out. It's working out of the mind, the psychology, the things that you can't see, but it is equally important. We have this physical realm, this objective world where we can have the sense of touch, the feel, taste, but we have this sixth sense to us, which is the intuition, which is the psyche, the psychic realm that not many of us may be even aware of, but it's the very thing that is going to unlock who you are as a person, to really understand and delve into these areas that you can come to resolution to, that you can find greater fulfillment and well-being for, to become at peace with yourself. It's learning to accept those things that you don't want to accept. And that is how you integrate the shadow side of your psyche with your ego to unlock totality of your conscious mind and your unconscious, to hopefully have greater well-being. Because at the end of the day, I think that's the whole purpose of understanding psychology and your own psyche. Is there's things that make us uncomfortable, there's things that trigger us, and understanding why they trigger us, and maybe coming to a point in your life where you gain that greater sense of understanding and being okay and accepting those triggers, and maybe it'll give you peace, well-being, fulfillment, whatever it may be. But you won't know unless you try it. Once you delve down the path of darkness, of shadow, to gain deeper insight into who you are.